Time is running out to make this transition to net zero, to have a sustainable world. We need to transition the energy system on the scale of the Industrial Revolution at the speed of the digital transformation. In order to do that, we're going to need a fundamental transformation, really a revolution in the financial system. And I'd say that revolution started really in earnest with COP26. 2 years ago, only $5 trillion in the financial system was explicitly committed to net zero. That number grew to $130 trillion. That's 40% of global financial assets. Global financial institutions can play a number of roles to help economies in the transition. First, the most obvious is to get money, to get capital to those companies that have plans to get their emissions down. And so part of that is, I'd say, the easy bit, which is to build new renewable power, wind, solar, soon at great scale hydrogen, also hydroelectric, and in some cases nuclear. But the more complex part is finding those companies in industries that have high emissions. Think of the steel industry, aviation, much of manufacturing, and finding those companies that have plans, that have to make big investments to get those emissions down. To put a number around it, it's an extra $2.5 to $3 trillion a year of additional finance that we have to find in order to get those emissions down. But that's not all that finance can do. What finance has to do as well is to provide capital for the adaptation of our economies. We need to build more resilient infrastructure for the more extreme weather that we are already experiencing. And the tragic fact is that we are going to experience more droughts, more hurricanes, more extreme weather, and more damage. So we need to invest in that resiliency. And we need to provide better safety nets for people around the world, and very much in the emerging and developing economies. Many of those who are most vulnerable have no financial protection when the most damaging aspects of climate change hit, and we need to do a much better job of providing that support, that coverage to help literally protect people. The most effective policies for accelerating emissions reductions are those policies that are very clear and provide certainty and incentives for businesses and for financial institutions to act. In Canada, there's a carbon price, and it is legislated. At the end of this decade, that carbon price is $170 per ton. The carbon price today in Canada is $50 a ton. But financial institutions and businesses know that if they take action today, they're saving that cost, because that's the decisive point.